Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Gonna get out, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Cross ice, and it comes back to Lucas Blows. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship show, the Penguins Cup playoff show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show.
Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
And Moss, the former Penguins Cup champion with the Mars Planets, is stopped by Chad Veltri. Breakaway for LJ Mooney. Mooney to the cage. He scores! Better lucky than good, eh, LJ? I have no idea if that was by design. I can only hope it was. But Mooney will take him any way he can get him, and so it's 2-0 Canes. Mooney again to the goal. He fires off the bar. And just like that, Mooney back out in front of the goal column for his team with 6 total. And wouldn't that have been something? Shot pass, score! Oh, that one worked. And LJ Mooney has another multi-goal game. Berardinelli on the seasoned netminder. LJ Mooney with speed down the left wing. Mooney creates space, and he goes bar down. LJ Mooney, who is draft eligible next year, has been a pleasure to watch once again. Kulikov hits the brakes. And we've got a 2-2 game. And the goaltender's got to get back in net as LJ Mooney hits the vacant net. Gordo scored 4 against 3 with Murovich pulled, and he could not return to the net in time. And so it's 3-2 in favor of Raising Cane.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Would preventative care and screenings be an option?
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest cost on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
All of it.
Cooley 1 against 2. Make it 1 against 3. Canes making some changes behind the action. Mooney still unable to shake that double team. Feeds it to LJ Mooney. Back to Logan Cooley. Cooley dangles. Cooley on his backhand. Cooley tucks it around McLaughlin. Bounty or sensei. And it's 2-1 Raising Canes. Short side on Veltri. Final minute of first period play. Conway going to the net. And he's poke checked by McLaughlin at the last moment. Gorgeous pass by Cooley. They just couldn't finish the play.
It's another great play by Kyle there. It's not easy being able to get your stick out like that when you're going one way. You know he wants to come the other. There's another one from Boyson.
He double dips that chip. He's got 16, and Canes gets that goal back.
Talked earlier about the chemistry that Logan and LJ had. Oh, wow.
Logan Cooley. Think of the children. I mean, I literally didn't see that shot go in, Aaron. I don't know how you did.
That was unbelievable. No chance for Kyle on that one. But what I was saying was
every time their opponent lands a punch, they land a counter punch offensively of some kind. Here comes Logan Cooley. Cooley upstairs! And McLaughlin has to go downstairs to retrieve it.
These two are just putting on a clinic right now, LJ and Logan. It looks like even with the...
So, pretty respectable numbers considering the format, but his team has helped him out big time in this one, I think, Aaron.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Oh, my goodness! How did Cooley get that to go in? He pulls a Mario, or a Sid, we should say, and you can break out the chapeaus for Logan Cooley.
That one even threw me off guard. I thought he was going around the net. He just threw it right off the nameplate of McLaughlin there. And here he comes again. See if he can pull something fancy out on this one.
What will Logan Cooley do for an encore? Oh, he'll do that. But Kyle McLaughlin has other ideas. Grits. Poke check by Cooley. 3 seconds left. One more chance for Mooney. One more save for Kyle McLaughlin, but it doesn't matter in the slightest because it was all Raising Canes almost all the time, and winner, winner, chicken finger dinner. They go on to the Week 6 championship round as they defeat Team Saloon of Mount Lebanon by a final score of 8-3. Through the circles. Nick Akali taken out of the play. Numbers possibly for Canes in a scoreless game early. Mooney, right circle. Sneaks it to Logan Cooley. Cooley from the high slot. Fakes, shoots, scores! You go, Glen Coco! Logan Cooley, 1-0 Canes, 2 minutes in.
That little pump fake that he had there at the top of the circles looked like it froze Murovich at net, and just fakes one little step to his left and it makes the world's difference.
Line change for Canes, go ahead.
I was just about to say the same thing you said. Here comes that line again.
The Cooley unit back on for Team Raising Canes. Drop pass to LJ Mooney. Mooney shot, score! We're back to play with Canes up by 2 in the second period. Cooley, Mooney, oh my goodness! LJ, you say?
That was beautiful. Cooley with the toe drag move right around Tonko. I don't even know where Mooney fitted that puck in.
I may lose my voice just from saying, oh my goodness. And Raising Canes will be your number 1 seed next week. Gordo's Tacos and Tequila will be your 2 seed. After that, Saloon at 3, Tidal Wave Sports at 4. Your final score and your Week 6 champion, Team Raising Canes, Chicken Fingers wins it over Gordo's Tacos and Tequila 6-4. Christian Humphreys trying to get up ahead of the defense for Team Gordos. Out to a 1-0 lead. Conyon, watch closely. Down low for Humphreys. Humphreys from an angle. Misses McLaughlin. Humphreys, right wing circle. Out in front it comes. And oh. As they say in 3-on-3 hockey, let's do that 3-on-3 hockey. Hello, good evening, and welcome back to the Ice Castle in Castle Shannon, Pennsylvania, with Aaron Norkovicus of UPJ Hockey. I'm Matt Popchalk for live coverage of the Ice Castle Hockey 3vs3 Elite League 2025 edition on 10-Band TV. Team Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers in red and Team Gordo's Tacos and Tequila in black have not met since the 2025 opener. They finally meet again tonight as we drop the puck on week 4, dear birthday boy.
I mean, yeah, always exciting. It's my highlight of the week right here, coming to watch these guys, and that says a lot, especially on a 21st birthday this weekend. So high expectations going into this one, and a great opening matchup. Two of the top teams in this one, so ready to go and excited.
Raising Cane's, of course, led by a couple of young men who will accomplish more by 21 than you or I will by 51, I'm sure. LJ Mooney, number 18, his cousin Logan Cooley of the Utah Mammoth, Cane's team captain, wearing number 92. And there's a new face in goal wearing Lucas Massey's number, Kyle McLaughlin, switching teams for week 4. He's in the cage for Cane's tonight.
Yeah, big opportunity for Kyle. Obviously, he's always been good going up against these Canes teams, but now he gets to backstop them. And Canes coming off of 2 not great weeks, only winning 1 out of the last 4, so hopefully he can backstop them to a couple wins here tonight.
And that information came courtesy of Gordo's team captain, Tyler Murovich, number 72, one of the top scorers in this 3vs3 league. He is accompanied by number 24, Christian Humphreys, out for the opening faceoff, and it's Humphreys, the Colorado Avalanche prospect, wearing those distinctive blue Avalanche uniform pants, who helps Gordo's move the puck from right to left to begin game 1. Will Tomko, the former Peters Township great, cross ice to his fellow McMurray native. Humphreys dangles through Cooley, now goes back to Xander Kakali. What a pass there to Tomko out in front. Tomko tried to reset to Kakali, but LJ Mooney has other plans.
Yeah, great look there by Humphreys. The no-look pass to Cooley. He had a chance in the slot, but he tried to make the one extra pass. Probably should have put that one on net.
Mooney tries to pick the corner, but can't hit it. Mooney with 7 goals in just 4 games. One of the top goal scorers in this event, despite missing a whole week of play in week 1.
Yeah, top goal scorers. And for a second there, we were talking about how he had a slow start, but he turned that around real fast last week.
Canes and Gordo's both 3-3-1 with 4 points, chasing Team Saloon of Mount Lebanon as McLaughlin makes that save. He's tested for the first time tonight, 66 seconds in. Peter Laviolette across the attacking line for Canes. Thought about going to Ricky Boyce, and instead he'll try and connect with Andrew Schmidt, but the pass is behind the latter. And here comes Devin Rorick, the former USC standout. Rorick with a chance. That save made by the S-Mark Stars product, McLaughlin.
2 good saves there early for Kyle, get himself in the game. No rebounds either.
Laviolette and Boyson working in tandem again as Boyson takes a stick from Nick Kakali, and a penalty shot forthcoming to Raising Canes as Laviolette protects his puck along the half wall. Canes wants to make it a moot point and get the game's first goal here as McLaughlin scurries to his own bench for the extra man. The extra man, as you might guess, is Cooley, and they look for him, but it's broken up. Rorick with a touch, and here comes the penalty shot.
Yeah, he got away with the first trip there, but then he got him again, and they caught him on that second one.
Once again, there are no penalties in 3vs3 Elite League, only penalty shots, and penalty shots with chasers, for that matter. LJ Mooney to do the honors. False start.
Yep.
And will this result in a second penalty shot being awarded, which this USA Hockey crew may do in the event of a false start, but in any event, Mooney to the backhand and in behind Mason Murovich, who's been a stalwart otherwise for Team Gordo's, but this time Mooney enjoys the last laugh.
Yeah, it's a good heads-up play there by the Canes team. I mean, Boyson's the one who drew that penalty, but they let Mooney take it.
Blinken, you missed that wraparound by Christian Humphreys. He's fast, and he's got fast hands, Aaron.
Oh, yeah, Kyle didn't even realize that one went in. He felt it in his feet, but I don't think he realized that it went in at first.
Mooney with his 8th of the summer, and Humphreys with his 7th in rapid response. 1-1 the score, 2.5 minutes in. Follow the bouncing puck back to the blue line. Canes has to tag up. Pendo didn't get the memo, and so they'll turn it over to Team Gordo's. Tomko starting the breakout for Gordo's. Tomko harassed by Cooley as he crosses the line for Xander Kakali. Down low to Tomko. Tomko trying to go 5-hole, but McLaughlin shuts the 5-hole.
Yep.
Cooley.
We expected a fast-paced, high-scoring game, and that's so far what we're going to get.
Schmidt to a wide-open Pendo. Pendo trying to tuck it around Mason Murovich. Murovich did a good job covering the near post. Pendo still with this puck in the corner. Murovich strips him. Murovich up to Rourke. Rourke with speed up the right wing. Murovich going to the goal. Murovich shooting and missing to the near side. Nick Kakali on the rebound. Cooley puts a little lumber into him. Kakali to Rourke. Rourke from an angle. That save made by McLaughlin. Kakali just able to keep it onside for Murovich. Tyler Murovich, 11 goals, second most in the league entering week 4, but this time thwarted by Kyle McLaughlin.
Yep, starting to see on that shift the same thing we've seen from Gordo's all season so far is the quality over quantity, taking their time and just not rushing shots.
Murovich, I understand, came to the rink, then went home to pack. Now coming to the rink to play tonight, obviously, before he has to catch a 5 a.m. flight to play in the 3-ice league that is happening concurrently this summer. And just another manic Monday for the Godfather.
And you know what? This is also a great warm-up for that. I mean, that IC 3-on-3 league, a lot of really, really good players in that. So, I mean, get to play in this, so you'll be ready for that for sure.
No doubt about it. Cooley put it off the mask, it appeared, of Mason Murovich, then tries to play pinball with the Gordo's netminder. Murovich still standing his ground out in front. Laviolette denied by Mason Murovich. Team Gordo's weathering a storm as we have passed the midpoint of period 1.
Yeah, a couple great saves there by Murovich to keep this game tied.
Humphreys on his backhand. And keeping it inside the zone is Tomko for Xander Kakali. Kakali toward goal. Stick save made by McLaughlin. Laviolette, the wheeling nailer, currently, unable to clear that puck. LJ Mooney will give it a whack. Canes under pressure, but able to exit their zone. Boyson building speed. Boyson shooting off the stick of Xander Kakali. Kakali collecting that puck behind the net. A risky pass to Murovich, but the risk is rewarded. Tomko with room to maneuver. Tomko cross ice for Murovich. I think Tomko should have been selfish and shot it.
Yeah, he definitely should have been there, but also a great back check by Pendo. He could have just let Tomko go in one-on-one, but he was able to get back and cut down that options.
Tomko slips it to Murovich for Xander Kakali. Kakali, score! Postage stamp. Xander Kakali.
We saw a little bit of that offensive prowess from him last week. He has a good shot from the point. He can really pick his spot, and we just saw it right there over the glove.
2-1 Team Taco, final 2 minutes of period 1. Boyson on the backhand, looking for another quick answer for Team Canes. Pendo trying to stick handle in the proverbial phone booth. The booth is getting a little bigger as Schmidt comes on. Now he's dispossessed by Murovich and Rourke. Mason Murovich making that save at the edge of the crease. And here comes Gordo's in transition. Rourke, left wing, dropping for Tyler Murovich. Murovich held up just a little bit by Andrew Schmidt. Murovich on his backhand, unable to shoot it cleanly. Schmidt staying right with him, all 6'5", 236 pounds. Andrew Schmidt's a big fella.
Yeah, and Tyler's a very fast skater, and he did a really good job of staying with him stride for stride right there.
Mooney calmly through center. LJ Mooney trying to add to that penalty shot goal from earlier, missing the net. Humphreys approaching the net as we approach the final minute of first period play. Raising Canes tries to get their transition game going. Cooley leaves it for Chris Conway. Cooley down low, the pass too strong for Laviolette. Humphreys up ahead of the play, and Tomko goes there. Humphreys and Tomko 2-on-1. Tomko shooting, what a save by McLaughlin.
What a save there by Kyle, able to push across, go laterally. That's no easy task, that's a long way, and Humphreys passed that from almost the dot to the other dot, so.
McLaughlin, sharp as attack in so many of these games at age 18, playing against players so much more mature tactically and physically than he is, and he's a battler.
You almost want to say skilled, but then he goes out and he puts performances like this up, so you really can't even say that.
Tomko misses the net on the breakaway, gets the rebound back. Nick Kakali goes bar down. And the Hungarian pro champion of yesteryear extends the lead for Gordo's right before the first period buzzer. Puck off the protective netting is still live, but not for long. Gordo's 3, Canes 1. Back in a moment on 10 Band TV.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to...
We told you about the youngest player for either side, Cal McLaughlin. Let's tell you about the oldest player for either side, 40-year-old D-man and Dallas native Nick Kakali getting his first goal of the summer, right before the end of the first to extend the lead for Team Gordo's over Team Raising Canes. And second period action is a go. In these games, the teams play 2 8-minute periods to comprise 16-minute regulation games. We told you about the penalty shots with chasers. Players have to wait until the player touches the puck on a penalty shot to leave the blue line behind the player shooting. The play is live. Players can pass to their teammates on a penalty shot. First violation of leaving early is a warning. Second is an additional penalty shot. And if 2 shots are called, the first shot will not have chasers. Intentional icing also results in a penalty shot. These teams have to play half-court style offense in basketball vernacular. They're not allowed to regroup past center red after possessing the puck in the offensive zone, to be more clear about that. Violation results in a loss of possession. Pucks in play, as I said before the break, are live even if they hit the protective netting. No face-offs other than the opening face-off that takes place at center ice. 1 timeout per game. Either team can call it. The clock stops in the last minute of the period during a penalty shot, injury, puck out of play, and or timeout. Overtime, should it be necessary. 3 minutes of sudden victory hockey, followed by a sudden victory shootout. Raising Canes, meanwhile, has made it a 1-goal affair.
Yeah, Ricky Boyson with a nice low glove shot on Murovich, and then on the other end, Humphreys with the high glove shot off the crossbar and out.
Boyson scoring his 3rd of the summer. Humphreys with the puck now deep in his own zone for Team Gordo's, trying to float it up to Xander Kakali. Kakali near side for Tomko. Tomko just missing the corner. Pretty powerful wrist shot by Tomko.
Yeah, I was watching him in warm-ups actually when he was the first guy out here, and he was standing right where he shot that puck, just firing them off the crossbar. And let me tell you, those pucks were flying down to the other end of the ice after hitting the crossbar.
He won a state championship for Peters Township scoring goals just like the one he tried to score a moment ago. Now he resets to Nick Kakali. Kakali putting it into the stomach of Kyle McLaughlin. Gordo's changing on the fly.
Kyle was shaking his head after that save. I don't think he's too pleased with himself right now. He's dropped a couple of rebounds, but we're going to get another penalty shot here. It's going to be Pendo. Just tripped up by Kanyan.
This isn't like a regulation game where Kanyan will feel shame for 2 minutes and then get free, but he'll feel a little bit of shame nevertheless.
Hey, in the 4-on-4, I took a penalty in week 1 of the 4-on-4, and you feel a little bit of shame, but when your goalie makes that save, you don't even think about it anymore.
Too true. Let's see if Mason Murovich can rise to the challenge. It doesn't matter. Pendo missed to the near post. Canes 1 of 2 on penalty shots. It remains a 1-goal contest. Devin Rorick splits the D and puts it off the crossbar. Oh, that would have brought some portion of the house down, I'd imagine.
I don't know. A lot of Logan Cooley fans here. They might have been a little upset after that one.
It's reset to Schmidt. Schmidt chased to the blue line by Kanyan, but retains the puck. Fires into Murovich. Mason Murovich making that save. Evan Kanyan with space on the right side. Kanyan, cross ice. Oh, McLaughlin, full extension. Doesn't get much better than that, and he stops Kanyan on the follow-up. Kanyan again. This time, he converts. 4-2 Gordos.
Yeah, that was a first great save there by McLaughlin. Not only get across, but also keep his stick flat on the ice because that shot came in through his 5-hole. And you see a lot of goalies get beat through that 5-hole when their legs split open like that. But good awareness by him to keep his stick down.
Despite the fact the goal was announced for Humphreys, I believe that will be Kanyan's marker, and that'll be number 5 for him this summer. Boyson 1 against 2 to no avail. Tomko takes the 2-line pass, and he's got a 2-on-1 with Tyler Murovich. Here is Murovich shooting and not scoring, but he puts in the rebound across the line. That is definitely a good goal, and Gordo's gives themselves a little more wiggle room.
Yeah, Boyson trying his best there to pull that puck right off the line, but not in time and just barely got over the line. Good eye by the referee there to see that.
Murovich tying Nick Cyprian of Team Saloon, the Chatham product, for the league lead in goals with his 12th. Can he make it lucky 13? Yes, he can! Tyler Murovich double dipping that ship in a big way. Gordo's 6, Canes 2 at the midway point of period 2.
Yeah, good job by him, too. He missed the net on the first one, but he stayed right with it, and he was able to bang home that rebound off the wall.
Lead pass too strong for Humphreys, but he touched it at center. However, they're still going to call icing. I thought Humphreys touched that puck.
I didn't see it. I was looking back at who made the pass just in case he caught it, but this is a big penalty shot here for Team Canes, and it looks like Cooley's going to be the one to take it.
Now, these games, sometimes they can be games of runs, and Canes still has time to go on a run. Oh, what a sweet move by Cooley. His 7th of the 3-versus-3 Elite League in 25.
A little bit of miscommunication there by Gordo. No back checkers. Cooley had all the time in the world there to make that move.
Well, if nothing else, Canes is starting to find the chink in some of these goaltenders' armor when it comes to penalty shots. They've scored 2 now out of a possible 3. But still just 1 goal during the run of play, and that is to the credit of Mason Murovich and company.
And he's been so good so far in this 2025 season, just lights out for Team Gordos, and big reason why they've been so successful.
Our Week 2 Player of the Week, the first of back-to-back goaltenders to earn Player of the Week honors. More on that later. Final 3 minutes of Game 1, Gordos leading comfortably. Up it comes to Kanyan. Kanyan waiting and watching. Oh, easy tap in there for Devin Rorick.
And Team Gordo is doing a really good job of stretching the ice. 3-on-3, a lot of open space, and they're getting possession and sending a guy, and Team Canes just keeps losing them, and it's creating a lot of odd man rushes.
Mooney denied by the blocker hand of Mason Murovich. Team Gordo's was Week 2 champion, Raising Canes, the champion of Week 1. Last year, these teams finished 1-2 in the Elite League 3-versus-3 standings. And it was Raising Canes that was statistically the more dominant team at the time, but Team Gordo's that ultimately won the Castle Cup. Both these teams trying to catch Team Saloon after Week 3, as I said earlier. 2 minutes to play in this one. Tyler Murovich for Will Tomko. Tomko goes upstairs.
What a shot there by Tomko, especially on the backhand that tight. Gets it right under the bar. Not much Kyle can do on that one.
The Big Ocho. 8 on the summer for Will Tomko and 8 for Team Gordo's. They've got an 8-3 advantage, and trying to make it 9 is Christian Humphreys. He cannot. This time McLaughlin making the save. Live coverage of the 2025 Ice Castle Hockey Elite 3-versus-3 League on 10-Band TV is brought to you by Gordo's Tacos and Tequila. If you're in the mood for Mexican food with an emphasis on braised and smoked meats and everything made from scratch, look no further than 131 Shiloh Street on Mount Washington. It's Taco Tuesday here, there, and everywhere. And at Gordo's, all tacos are $2 off from right now until midnight every Tuesday. Follow them on Instagram at Gordos_PGH and make your reservations now at GordosPGH.com. Gordo's Tacos and Tequila. Eat, drink, live. And Gordo's is living it up with a minute to play in the Week 4 opener. Murovich does get his 13th, and Team Taco is pouring on the salsa. Laviolette. Well, that play broken up by Humphreys. Chance now for Rorik. Rorik stopped by McLaughlin.
No, I think that one went in. No?
Officials disagree,
Oh.
and this time Rorik finds metal, but again, not mesh.
My apologies. I thought that first one went through the 5-hole and bounced out.
Initially, I did as well. Under half a minute to go. Raising Canes trying to save a little face here before their consolation game. Laviolette controlling in the left circle, but lost the puck to Rorik. Rorik for Humphreys. Team Gordo's opening the floodgates in this second period, and they will move on to the final game of Week 4. Nifty save there by McLaughlin right before the buzzer. That's it, and that's all. Team Gordo's Tacos and Tequila in dominant fashion defeating Team Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. 9-3 is your final score. Gordo's gets the W, and we will be right back. Aaron Norkovicus with me, myself, and I, Matt Popchalk. Team Saloon versus Team Tidal Wave Sports is next on 10-Band TV.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Gonna get out, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Cross ice, and it comes back to Lucas Blows. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship show, the Penguins Cup playoff show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show.
Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Back at the trackside rink here inside Castle Shannon's Ice Castle with Aaron Norkovicus of Pitt Johnstown Hockey. Matt Popchalk on board again for Ice Castle 3 versus 3 Elite League action on 10-band TV. Game 2 of Week 4 underway. Team Saloon of Mount Lebanon in light brown. Team Tidal Wave Sports in those loud orange threads. And Dusty Garagach, the former Mercyhurst D-man, moves it up to Adam Mahler, he of the NAHL's Mino Minotauros. Team Tidal Wave getting a lot of offense from their defense this summer, and with a patchwork lineup tonight, Nork, they're going to have to.
Yeah, missing a couple of their key guys right now, but, you know, I mean, that's when you get to show what you're made of, is whenever you're missing some of those key guys and you can still put out good performances. So.
And speaking of defense, Team Saloon in first place entering Week 4 thanks to a much more defense-oriented style of play, a more patient counterattacking style of play than any of the other 3 teams in this event. Spearheaded by Week 3 MVP goaltender Chase Hale, who's back in the cage tonight as that shot by Alex Limoges catches a piece of the pipe off of goalie Ryder Fedorek, the newcomer for Tidal Wave. And Hale and his 37 saves were enough for Saloon to become Week 3 champion.
Yeah, he was absolutely lights out last week. And like we talked about last week, I mean, Saloon's always very good at making sure they have 3 guys back, and at least always somebody back. They don't give up many odd man rushes, and we've seen 2 2-on-1s already for Team Tidal Wave, but they've shut them both down. So
Fedorek, an Ottawa 67s player in the OHL of late, committed to Penn State for the 2026-2027 campaign. Oh, what a shot there by Tidal Wave captain Connor Fedorek. The Norfolk Admiral earning some salutes with that one.
Yeah, not much room there over that shoulder, and he absolutely fired it.
Meanwhile, the first All-American in Chatham history sets up number 25, Colby Saganuk, grandson of former Penguin Rocky. And we've got a 1-1 game as Dusty Garagach, the erstwhile offensive defenseman from the Montour Spartans, makes it a 2-1 game for Tidal Wave.
As soon as we start talking about defense, both of these teams just go on a tangent of goals. So
the scoreboard still reads 1-1 at the moment, but it is 2-1 Tidal Wave. Garagach harassed by Saloon captain Liam Walsh back towards center, kept inside the zone by DeElstra. Mitch DeElstra putting it off the glove of Hale, and a quick up now to Walsh. Walsh, the Savannah Ghost Pirates Rookie of the Year, the first player ever to win that newly created team award in his first pro season this past winter. Johnny McDonald, the former Cannon McMillan Big Mac, unable to hit the net from distance. Saloon still in possession. They work it from the back door, near side for Tanner Polosic. Polosic, like Alex Limoges, another recent Penn State product, albeit for only a year as a graduate student. Polosic just missing the bar behind goaltender Fedorek. Fedorek, who scored a thing of beauty just not long ago, goes cross ice for Paul Most, the former Mars Planet, making his 2025 debut after playing in last year's inaugural Elite League event.
He almost found the back of the net there, just over the net.
Tidal Wave playing without its top 3 scorers tonight, including Dawson Chirino, who's been their most consistent player, without question. Most and company trying to pick up the slack. That pass a little too heavy, and Love was not in the best position to tap that puck into an otherwise yawning net.
Yeah, the puck just went off his front skate. He tried to corral it, but just missed it on the first opportunity and overskated it on the second.
Meanwhile, you get a look at number 21, the new number 21, we should say, as Anthony Cerrone is out due to illness. Luke Malbouf, the Colgate commit and Monroeville, Pennsylvania native. Most recently in the uniform of Dubuque, Iowa's USHL club, pardon me. Oh, nifty move there by Fedorek, but couldn't find the net. Stolen by Garagach. Fans on the attempted shot, but recovers. Garagach from a tough angle, unable to convert. 3.5 to go. Tidal Wave still up by a goal, stolen by Polosic. Mahler trying to recover and correct his mistake. He can't. Polosic still has it. And Polosic from Limoges makes it a 2-2 game.
Yeah, great job there by Limoges. He was the one who gave that puck up the middle to Garagach, but he just took the puck off of them right there and got his team back into this game. So
8 assists for Limoges, 5 goals now for Polosic. Those two have a definite chemistry out there for Team Saloon, and we're tied with 3 minutes to go in the opening frame of Game 2.
Yeah, and if you're Team Saloon right now, you're not too worried. I mean, you have some guys on this team who can really score, and Nick Cyprian being one of them. So you're just kind of waiting for him to get his opportunity to get you guys going. So
it comes out to Hale, and we get a whistle and a stoppage here, and a penalty shot forthcoming, I believe, with 2:47 to go.
Wasn't too sure. Didn't see what happened there in the corner, but
alas, you know as much as I do at this point. Some extracurricular activity in the corner, perhaps, and DeAlstra does not get credit for that goal. I thought it went in off the back bar, but they say it clanged off another of the posts and stayed out.
Yeah, that thing came out fast. It was either back bar or crossbar, and referee thinks crossbar, so we keep playing.
Saloon in a game that remains tied. To the corner for Cyprian. Cyprian for Polosic. Down low it comes. Oh, good save there by Fedorek. Elevating that puck and not able to score, I should say, is Saganuk. Saganuk almost had a pair, and I'm not sure how he missed that one.
I think that was Tyler Love. I think he may have just smacked that one off the goal line.
Alex Gritz on the off wing. Too strong for Walsh. Quick counterattack by Team Tidal Wave. Here's Love with it. Love from 30 feet. That's stopped by Chase Hale.
That save there by Love gave me a little bit of Mason McTavish flashbacks on his World Junior plays with Team Canada when they won that gold medal.
Gritz in the corner. Walsh anticipating that play. Down low for McDonald. Again, Saloon playing a very deliberate game. A contrast to the run and gun freewheeling style we're used to seeing throughout this event.
I think that's a big reason why they've been so successful this year is that they're changing it up a little bit. You know, they're not just going out there trying to make all these highlight reel plays. They're playing to win, and I think that obviously that really helps them, and it helps out their goalie a lot too.
And conversely, Connor Fedorek is going to take his sweet old time getting this puck up to DeAlstra. DeAlstra has company in Mahler, hangs on to it himself, though, and shoots it off the defenseman's stick. It was Limoges who messed with his mojo, and now it's the newcomer Malbouf bringing it up ahead for Saganuk. Saganuk to the slot area. That shot denied by Fedorek. Puck out of play.
Puck back in play.
And again, if it completely clears the glass, then officials will stop play. But if it's off the netting, it's still a live puck. That's the protocol here. And there was a clock stoppage since this is the last minute of a period. So that clock keeps ticking now, under 20 seconds, as Limoges carries. Limoges wraps around, side of the net. Fanning on the attempted shot was Malbouf.
Great look there by Limoges, just getting that puck cross crease, just couldn't get his stick on it.
Mahler with 5 seconds to go. Puts it off the blocker hand of Hale. And that should just about do it for period one. Nothing decided yet in game two. Twos across the board. Team Tidal Wave 2, Team Saloon 2. With Aaron Norkovicus, I'm Matt Popchuk. And we'll be back here at the Ice Castle for more 3vs3 Elite League on 10 Band TV.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Live coverage of the 2025 Ice Castle Hockey Elite 3vs3 League on 10 Band TV is brought to you by Tidal Wave Sports. Get ready for the new wave of sports design as Tidal Wave brings you the best in custom jerseys, apparel, marketing materials, and more. When you turn to the dedicated staff at Tidal Wave, they will make sure your business or organization looks its best while in action in the community or online. Ride the wave of excellence at TidalWaveSports.com. Follow them at Tidal Wave Sports. Quality, passion, pride. That's Tidal Wave Sports, the official uniform supplier of the USHL and the specialty uniform licensee of the East Coast Hockey League. Team Saloon taking a 3-2 lead moments into period two over Team Tidal Wave Sports as Team Tidal Wave looks for victory number 3. Team Saloon in first place entering week 4 with their 4-2-1 overall mark, good for 5 points.
Yeah, Nick Cyprian and Pelosic, they're a little bit of role reversal from the first few weeks. It's been Pelosic setting up Cyprian, and today it's now Cyprian twice setting up Pelosic, so.
Pelosic, give him half a dozen now this summer. Cyprian, 17 points to lead Team Saloon. Stays among the top 5 league leaders point-wise. Cyprian, an Aledo, Texas native, first ever All-American, as I said, in Chatham history, their Division III men's program, and a finalist for the Sid Watson Award this past year, which is the Hobie Baker equivalent in Division III, as you might have guessed.
And he's definitely shown us why, and that puck lands in the back of Grits' pants, and he doesn't know where it is.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, and it fell out, and he doesn't know now.
There it is, Alex. A moment of levity between Grits and the officials, if not Grits and Fedorek as well. And so play quickly resumes with Tidal Wave moving left to right, down by a goal.
Every time I see a puck go into the pants like that, I think of that Mike Smith clip when he came out against Buffalo to catch the puck and he took it all the way back into his net in overtime.
I'm trying to think of what the ultimate sum of all fears moment for a goaltender would be. I would imagine that would be doing that in a big game of any kind.
Either that or Marc-Andre Fleury in the Western Conference Final when he was with Vegas, giving it to Josh Anderson in the middle to tie it late. Definitely not a good feeling.
Cyprian up to Malbouf. Malbouf looks off the defenseman and shoots it himself, misses the target. Outlet pass to Garagach. Garagach, left circle, firing into the glove hand of Hale, and Hale has to quickly clear the rebound. Cyprian up the left wing, crossing for Malbouf. Malbouf misses to the near post. Garagach again on the rebound, up to Love. Tyler Love, right circle. Oh, good save there by Hale. That was a speedy-looking shot by Tyler Love, but Chase Hale equal to the task. And Liam Walsh missing with the wrist shot. Puck out of play altogether, so again, we're going to get a proper clock stoppage here. Will they get a fresh disc? Paul Most, recent RMU Colonial, after playing his first 4 collegiate seasons with rival Mercyhurst. Garagach's alma mater. Stolen by Liam Walsh. Walsh puts it off the inside of the post. Oh, you can't get much closer than that.
No, you cannot. And it's great, great forecheck there by Pelosic to force Love up the wall to allow Walsh to come in there and strip that puck off of him.
If this were 3-bar, he'd be a world champion. For our purposes, however, it's still 3-2 in favor of Team Saloon. Fedorek off the glass behind Hale. Long rebound. Good keep by Dalestra. Most unable to control that puck. Dalestra played his college hockey at Northern Michigan. All academic selection at the time. Couple seasons ago. A lot of the players on all these teams, you go back, you look at their college careers, they were really good student athletes with emphasis on the word student.
Yeah, and I mean, that's actually what it's important. Just had my cousin's graduation party, and he's going to play baseball, and I was making sure to let him know that you're there to be a student, you're not there to be an athlete, and obviously the sport comes with it, but you want to focus on school, so.
And again, yeah, it's easy to think of these guys as just hockey-playing robots, but their academic resumes read just as well as Muller scores on the penalty shot. The hockey equivalent of the shooter's role in basketball to tie it at 3.
Yeah, unfortunate there. Just he made the save, and it just bounced over his shoulder.
Limoges trying to avenge his goaltender at the other end of the ice. Wraparound shot. Almost turned into a wraparound pass to Gritz, but he was out of position to accept it. Limoges with a steal now. Limoges for McDonald. McDonald back to Alex Limoges, the former Big Ten All-Star with the Nittany Lions. Limoges playing pitch and catch still with McDonald as Saloon wants to make a change behind the play and bring on Saganuk. Gritz weaving around Saganuk. Saganuk open and forces the blocker save from Fedorek. Mahler, fresh off scoring his 3rd of the summer on the penalty shot. Coming off for a tidal wave line change. Saganuk brings it inside the line late in period 2. Saganuk waiting, watching, shooting, and saving is Fedorek. Cyprian under pressure for Saganuk. Saganuk turns around and puts it off the stick hand of goaltender Fedorek.
We still have 2.5 minutes here, but at the start of this game, it looked like it was going to be our highest scoring game of the night, but that took a complete 180, and both goaltenders have really locked in here.
Fedorek withstanding another shot to keep the game tied. It's dumped right back into tidal wave territory. Cyprian trying to catch up to it. But it'll be brought up the right wing by Tyler Love to Connor Fedorek. Most. Can he get off the schneid in his first appearance of the summer? Well, not for now anyway. The other newcomer, Malbouf, with the poke check. That sets Pelosic the other way. Pelosic missing the net from a bad angle. Fedorek wants some company. He'll have some eventually in Garagach. Fedorek still protecting this puck. Fedorek trying to get around McDonald, can't. McDonald ties his stick up, then goes down. Officials say play on. Walsh has it. And he sends it to Polosic. Polosic trying to lead it for Walsh, but great recovery and a great play there defensively on the back check by Garagach, who took a stick up high. Delstra forcing the blocker save from Hale. Rebound available, cleared by Liam Walsh. Exciting ending to this one.
Yeah, teams now exchange chances. They realize that it's pretty much next goal wins here, so.
I'll take that, thank you very much, says Ryder Fedorek. Turnover to Team Saloon. Walsh unable to shoot it cleanly.
Yeah, so
Tyler Love. Near side Garagach. Garagach. Side of the net. Oh, what a stop there by Hale. He makes the prone snow angel, as it were, to keep it a 3-3 game.
Yeah, good job there by Hale. He went for the try to block the pass across, and then instead of just using his body to make the save, he just stuck his stick out there and kind of poke check saved it off of him.
Lead pass to Polosic. Polosic back to his fellow blue liner, Johnny McDonald. Final 20 seconds of regulation. Saloon completing a line change. McDonald taking his time. To Gritz. Gritz missing the net. Down to 10 seconds left. Can Alex Gritz untie this tie game? Not if Tyler Love has anything to say about it. Love's sticking right with him. And time is going to run out, despite a valiant last-second effort there by Limoges. We will play bonus hockey in Game 2. Hockey is the ultimate long-haul sport. Wear and tear are inevitable over the long haul, especially when it comes to wear and tear on your home or office furniture. FibreNew is a mobile service that specializes in the repair, restoration, and renewal of leather, plastic, vinyl, fabric, and upholstery. FibreNew has been trusted since 1987 to remain on the cutting edge of repair techniques, and their exclusive color-matching technology has made them a global leader in their industry. If you want to make like a goalie and flash that leather with pride, visit FIBRenew.com to find a location near you, or call 888-597-2951 to get a free estimate today. That one time you were an emergency goalie, did you ever get to flash the leather, do anything fancy?
Oh, I did it in warm-ups, actually, against my roommate. He took a shot and just put it in my glove, so I just had to hit him with a windmill, but I didn't make too many saves, so not many opportunities to flash the leather.
More of a dear God, just get me through this situation than a flash the leather situation.
Oh, yeah, it was more just let it hit me.
Hey, we've all been there. OT starts with Fedorek trying to hit Delstra in stride, but to no avail. Saloon on the counterattack, lead pass, a shot, and it stays out somehow, some way. Some new guy on new guy crime. Fedorov denying Malboof in the first 30 seconds of OT.
Yeah, great job there. He started sliding back into his net. Good job to grab that post to make sure he doesn't take the puck back into the net with him.
Garagach surveying the scene. Former Penguins Cup champion with those Montour Spartans from right before the pandemic, 2019. Tyler Love working his way toward goal, trying to slip it back to Garagach. Garagach gets there eventually, shoots it off of Hale, and the rebound comes right to Cyprian. Cyprian with Polosic going to goal. Polosic! Burial! Team Saloon of Mount Lebanon 4, Team Tidal Wave Sports 3 in sudden victory OT. And you can break out the chapeaus for Tanner Polosic, baby.
Right before overtime, I was looking here at this stat sheet, and I was thinking to myself, I was like, oh, I feel like this is going to be Polosic to get the third one, but I didn't want to say it and jinx him, but it's a good thing I didn't.
And with another defense-oriented game, great saves by Hale, only 3 goals allowed. It'll be Saloon versus Gordo's for the final consolation game after the ice cut will be Tidal Wave on the home bench, Raising Canes on their familiar visitors bench. He's Aaron Norkovicus. I'm Matt Popchak. Back in a bit with more Ice Castle 3 vs. 3 Elite League on 10 Band TV. result in a second penalty shot being awarded, which this USA hockey crew may do in the event of a false start. But in any event, Mooney to the backhand and in behind Mason Murovich. Alert otherwise for Team Gordo's, but this time Mooney enjoys the last laugh.
Yeah, it's a good heads-up play there by the Canes team. I mean, Boyson's the one who drew that penalty, but they let Mooney take it.
Blinken, you missed that wraparound by Christian Humphreys. He's starting the breakout for Gordo's. Tomko harassed by Cooley as he crosses the line for Xander Kakali. Down low to Tomko. Tomko trying to go 5-hole, but McLaughlin shuts the 5-hole.
Just let Tomko go in one-on-one, but it was able to get back and cut down that options.
Tomko slips it to Murovich for Xander Kakali. Kakali, score! Postage stamp. Xander Kakali. Cooley leaves it for Chris Conway. Cooley down low. The pass too strong for Laviolette. Humphreys up ahead of the play, and Tomko goes there. Humphreys and Tomko 2-on-1. Tomko shooting. What a save by McLaughlin. Than he is, and he's a battler.
You almost want to say skilled, but then he goes out and he puts performances like this up, so you really can't even say that.
Tomko misses the net on the breakaway, gets the rebound back. Nick Kakali goes bar down of Kyle McLaughlin. Gordo's changing on the fly.
Kyle was shaking his head after that save. I don't think he's too pleased with himself right now. He's dropped a couple of rebounds, but we're going to get another penalty shot here. It's going to be Pendo. Just tripped up by Konyan.
Murovich making that save. Evan Konyan with space on the right side. Konyan, cross ice. Oh, McLaughlin, full extension. Doesn't get much better than that, and he stops Konyan on the follow-up. Konyan again. This time, he converts. 4-2 Gordos. Tomko takes the two-line pass, and he's got a 2-on-1 with Tyler Murovich. Here is Murovich shooting and not scoring, but he puts in the rebound across the line. That is definitely a good goal, and Gordos gives themselves a little more wiggle room for the league lead in goals with his 12th. Can he make it lucky 13? Yes, he can. Tyler Murovich double dipping that ship in a big way. Gordo's 6, Canes 2 at the midway point.
One to take it.
Now, these games, sometimes they can be games of runs, and Canes still has time to go on a run. Oh, what a sweet move by Cooley. His 7th of the 3-versus-3 Elite League in 25. Up it comes to Konyan. Konyan waiting and watching. Oh, easy tap in there for Devin Rorick. Both these teams trying to catch Team Saloon after week 3, as I said earlier. 2 minutes to play in this one. Tyler Murovich for Will Tomko. Tomko goes upstairs. PGH.com. Gordo's Tacos and Tequila. Eat, drink, live. And Gordo's is living it up with a minute to play in the week 4 opener. Murovich, Gordo's Tacos and Tequila in dominant fashion, defeating Team Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. 9-3 is your final score. Gordo's gets the W. Player in the OHL of late, committed to Penn State for the 2026-2027 campaign. Oh, what a shot there by Tidal Wave captain Connor Fedorek.
Not much room there over that shoulder, and he absolutely fired it.
Meanwhile, the first All-American in Chatham history sets up number 25, Colby Saganuk, grandson of former Penguin Rocky. And we've got a 1-1 game as Dusty Garagach, the erstwhile offensive defenseman from the Montour Spartans, makes it a 2-1 game for Tidal Wave, including Dawson Chirino, who's been their most consistent player. Without question, Most and company trying to pick up the slack. That pass a little too heavy, and Love was not in the best position to tap that puck into an otherwise yawning net. 3.5 to go. Tidal Wave still up by a goal, stolen by Pelosic. Muller trying to recover and correct his mistake. He can't. Pelosic still has it. And Pelosic from Limoges makes it a 2-2 game. Some extracurricular activity in the corner perhaps. And DeAlstra does not get credit for that goal. I thought it went in off the back bar, but they say it clanged off another of the posts, and after playing his first 4 collegiate seasons with rival Mercyhurst, Garagach's alma mater. Stolen by Liam Walsh. Walsh puts it off the inside of the post. These guys are just hockey-playing robots, but their academic resumes read just as well as Muller scores on the penalty shot. The hockey equivalent of the shooter's role in basketball to tie it at 3. Turnover to Team Saloon. Walsh unable to shoot it cleanly.
Yeah,
Tyler Love. Near side Garagach. Garagach. Side of the net. Oh, what a stop there by Hale. He makes the stride, but to no avail. Saloon on the counterattack. Lead pass. A shot. And it stays out somehow, some way. Some new guy on new guy crime. Fedorek denying Malboof. Working his way toward goal, trying to slip it back to Garagach. Garagach gets there eventually, shoots it off of Hale, and the rebound comes right to Cyprian. Cyprian with Pelosic going to goal. Pelosic! Burial!
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods.
Live coverage of the 2025 Ice Castle Hockey Elite 3 vs 3 League on 10-Band TV is brought to you by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. With locations in Oakland, South Fayette, Pleasant Hills, and North Versailles, Raising Cane's serves only the highest quality craveable chicken finger meals because it's their one love. Their crew makes it happen, their culture makes it unique, and you, the community, make it all worthwhile. Raising Cane's supports over 30,000 community organizations specializing in business education, pet care, self-care, and more. Visit raisingcanes.com to order online, get gift cards, and even buy merch. Follow them at Raising Cane's. Are we at Cane's yet? With Aaron Norkovicus, Matt Popchak back at the Ice Castle for the Week 4 consolation game in the 2025 Ice Castle 3 vs 3 Elite League on 10-Band TV between Raising Cane's and Team Tidal Wave. 1 week ago, Cane's was victorious over Tidal Wave by a 6-3 score in the consolation game. We'll see if history repeats. And Nork, I gotta think, we haven't seen, I don't feel, Raising Cane's at its best yet this summer. But you've got a Cane's team that I'm sure is going to be honked off after the way they lost in Game 1, getting their noses kind of rubbed in it toward the end by Team Gordo's. You've got a Tidal Wave team that we've said isn't playing with a full deck tonight. If I'm Team Cane's, this is my opportunity. I'm smelling the blood in the water right now, and if I'm Team Tidal Wave, maybe I think about taking a page out of Team Saloon's book and parking the bus in front of my goaltender.
I mean, yeah, you know they're going to come out with a little bit of an edge here. They're probably a little bit frustrated with how that first game went, Team Cane's, and, you know, I mean, they won the second game last week, but they've just been on a little bit of a slide recently, so, you know, they want to get back in that win column so they can go into next week with some momentum here. And the same thing with Tidal Wave. I mean, just only team that hasn't won a week championship, so they want to get a win here also so they can go into next week with some momentum and try to get that championship win.
Team Tidal Wave slipping to 2-5 after that OT loss in game number 2 tonight. And they will stay in their orange unis while Raising Cane's has changed to their contrasting whites, as they usually do for the second game that they play every week. And you heard of the Mon Valley Thunder. We've got Mon Valley Thunder and Lightning to begin the consolation game. Pendo, Cooley, Mooney, all out there together.
Oh, yeah, I remember being little playing against those Mon Valley teams. That was never fun.
We'll see how Tidal Wave Sports does here as Mahler wins the opening faceoff for the team in orange. Cooley at center, deferring to Pendo. Pendo for Mooney. Mooney over skating on the freshly cut ice here at the trackside rink, but shooting on goal, and that save is made by Fedorek.
Yeah, puck may have stuck a little bit. Ice is a little bit wet. Just got to give it a couple minutes or maybe a minute too, and they'll be all right.
Fedorek looking for that outlet pass. Caden Pendo is going to get to it first, but he turned it over to Mahler. Mahler to the vacant corner. Fedorek maneuvers around Cooley. Slips it to Dalestra. Dalestra harassed by Mooney. Dalestra shoots and scores. What a shot there by Mitch Dalestra, right between the eyes.
And yeah, that's a play that we're starting to see a lot more recent in today's game is the cutting across and then firing it back the other way. Get the goalie sliding, especially on a little bit of a smaller goalie like Kyle is. You have that room upstairs. So
Pendo denied point blank by Fedorek. Ryder Federer's made a couple of nice saves to begin this consolation game for Tidal Wave, which leads 1-0. Boyson denied, trying to go 5-hole. What do we tell you? Got to play sharper defensively. Tidal Wave, in that respect, off to a nice start as Dalestra looks for another. This time that save made by Kyle McLaughlin. Yeah. Traded to Raising Cane's for future considerations per Tyler Murovich. Make of that what you will.
Yeah, and if you're the Team Cane's GM right there, you're pretty happy with yourself. You may have gotten the steal of the year on that.
Cooley off balance. He tries to go bar down, but nothing doing. That puck went entirely out of play. And one of his acolytes wearing one of those Cooley jerseys that are available in the Ice Castle Pro Shop, fittingly returns the puck to play.
Seems like anywhere you look when we're here is you see 92 Cooley on the back of a shirt or a jersey. Everybody loves him here.
Boyson from the circle, missing to the short side. Most unable to play it. Conway lost that puck at his feet, and Most with it for Team Tidal Wave. Still with the 1-0 lead, 2 minutes in. Most running out of room on that right side, goes behind the Canes net. Most up to Tyler Love. Love near side for Garagach. Garagach dispossessed for a moment by Conway. And some room now for Conway up the left side, going the other way. Most scrambling back into position, lead pass to Boyson. Another great save by Fedorek, who just in the nick of time plays that puck away from Peter Laviolette III. Mahler shooting through Kyle McLaughlin and missing the net.
He looked like a player right there with that little toe drag around Laviolette.
Chance here for Schmidt. Schmidt shooting on goal, and that save is made by Fedorek. Ryder Fedorek, the future Penn State Nittany Lion, getting into a groove in a big way here early in the consolation contest. DeElstra pressured by Mooney. Those number 18 jerseys, by the way, also for sale in the pro shop now that LJ is an NHL draftee. And here is the future Montreal Canadien going toward the net. Mooney unable to go 5-hole and unable to put it off the back of goaltender Fedorek, but he has it again for Raising Canes. Mooney waiting, watching, shooting and scoring. Another day at the mill for LJ.
Yeah, and if you're a Team Tidal Wave, you take a little bit of a note right there. Don't give LJ time. And too much time is what he had right there. And if you're going to give him that much time, he's gonna pick his spot.
Mooney ties it with his second of the night, 9th of the summer. Both teams making changes on the go as we approach the midpoint of period one. Cooley splits the D. Cooley unable to shoot but keeps the puck.
Great move there. That puck just went a little too far ahead of him.
Pendo putting that off the defenseman's stick. Tyler Love trying to stay with him. Pendo for Conway. Conway for Cooley. And it is stopped by Fedorek.
Fedorek, some big saves so far early in this game.
Most, part of Mars's last Penguins Cup winning team a decade ago, trying to shoot that puck from above the left circle. Lead pass the other way to Cooley. Cooley crisscrossing with Pendo, and here is Caden Pendo. Pendo trying to fake it around goaltender Fedorek, but the defense was well positioned. Garagach starting the play the other way for Tyler Love, now up to Most. Most for Garagach. Garagach pressured back towards center. Up to Adam Mahler. Mahler met by Cooley. Mahler denied by McLaughlin. Most for Mahler. Stolen by Boyson. Boyson up to Cooley. Cooley to the cage. Blocker save made by Fedorek.
We've seen that move work so many times for Cooley, to open up the hips and then just fire it back on that blocker side. Great job by him to not bite on that hip and just get his blocker out on it.
Cooley forced into a low percentage shot there, but Kane still has this puck. Laviolette protecting it for Boyson. Boyson tees it up and puts it off the stick of Most. If it's off the net, it's still live in 3-versus-3 Elite League. Garagach lead pass to Mahler. Laviolette's got to hustle back. Mahler to the goal, makes his move, and it's
scored.
In.
Yep.
That snuck in behind Kyle McLaughlin. I was all ready to say he's stopped by McLaughlin, but not so. 2-1 Tidal Wave.
And he got most of it there. That must have just barely trickled over the line, and he lost it, and it goes in.
Laviolette just snuck it across the line, and a quick answer by Canes. Home run pass to DeElstra. DeElstra off the left toe of Kyle McLaughlin. Mooney and Laviolette somehow stay on side, and Mooney's shot is just barely stopped by Fedorek, who continues to stand on his head. 2-2 the score. DeElstra for Fedorek. Fedorek stopped by McLaughlin, who came well off his line to make that save. Turnaround shot blocked by Conway. Good stick by the former Bethel Park Blackhawk.
Good stick for Conway when he didn't even have it in his hand there. I don't know what happened there, if it went with him or if he kind of did a little bit of a toss, but worked out in his favor.
Conway with it now at center for Team Canes. Has a trailer in Andrew Schmidt. Schmidt cutting toward goal. Backhand try by Conway, denied point blank by Fedorek. Final minute of first period play. Most and Team Tidal Wave Sports trying to break this tie before the break. Oh, Love just ran out of room to shoot it, and the puck kind of ruled on him at the last second. Garagach unable to get it back to the forehand. Lead pass for Schmidt, who gets to his feet and keeps it. Schmidt hits the brakes. Schmidt for Pendo. Pendo shooting short side, save made. Give Schmidt brownie points all the same for collecting that pass and making something of that opportunity.
Yeah, great play. Not only to be able to corral that pass, but to be able to just get up and not even break stride. He went full Superman dive there and got up like it was nothing.
Under half a minute to play in the period. Garagach leaves it for DeElstra. DeElstra shoots it toward goal. Save made, and McLaughlin was out of position, but Canes dodges the bullet. 10 seconds left now. Cooley for Boyson. Boyson unable to go upstairs on Fedorek. 5 seconds left. Now Team Tidal Wave trying to beat the clock. Garagach for Mahler. Mahler stopped by McLaughlin. And so we head to the break, tied at 2 in this consolation game between Raising Canes and Tidal Wave Sports. With Aaron Orkovickas, Matt Popchalk, more to come from Castle Shannon after this.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You can.
Second period action underway in this consolation game of Week 4 of the Ice Castle 3 vs. 3 Elite League on 10-band TV. Logan Cooley toward goal. It's still loose. Cleared out of there by Paul Most. Pendo was fishing for that loose puck. Trying to break a 2-2 tie as DeElstra drives the net and puts it off the side of the cage. Kyle McLaughlin looking to his left. Can exhale for a moment. Pendo leaving it for Cooley. Cooley for Pendo. Burial! That was textbook crisscross applesauce from Logan Cooley to Caden Pendo.
Yeah, beautiful play by those two. And if you didn't know they were lifelong friends, you could tell just by how much chemistry they have together, and literally just the no-look passes to each other, always find each other.
Entering Week 4, 15 points for Pendo, second only to Cooley, the league's leading scorer entering this Monday night.
And Pendo's one of those players where he might be a defenseman, but he's such a good skater and such a good offensive mind where this 3-on-3 really opens up plays for him and allows him to show off his offensive ability.
Cooley waiting and watching and shooting it. That might have hit the mask of Ryder Fedorek. Raising Canes with a 3-2 lead early in the second period. Fedorek over the attacking line for Team Tidal Wave. Poke check by Laviolette, but keeps this puck and plays it behind the Raising Canes net. Fedorek quickly taken out of the play now by Laviolette. Has support from LJ Mooney, and Mooney's got room to maneuver, up that left wing. To Pendo it comes. Pendo's got to settle that puck down before he can think of doing anything with it. Mooney from right point. Splits to D, fires on goal. I'll take that, thank you very much, says Fedorek. Now, Tidal Wave doing what we said they had to do to stay in this game and have a shot. Playing good defense in front of their goaltender, and their goaltenders made some great saves. But they trail by one as Elstra fires wide.
Yeah, and this Canes team, they give up opportunities, so they just they keep this game close. They will get their shot.
Mooney from the near corner slips it to Laviolette. Laviolette on his backhand. Laviolette shooting. Oh, a good save there by Fedorek. Looked like for a second he might be down and out, but Fedorek stayed strong and moved well positionally as Most gets off the schneid at the other end. Paul Moss nuzzles that nylon to make it 3-3. His first goal of the summer as Boyson is unable to go short side.
I think Boyson may have fired that one off the post.
Elstra over the attacking line. Elstra near side for Love. Love trying a little shot pass, almost put it in off Boyson. But no harm done by Ricky Boyson as he comes back the other way with Cooley. Cooley with Mahler guarding him. Brings it around the net. Cooley still trying to create space and get a screen now. Dishes it near side for Boyson. Now back to Cooley. Cooley to Boyson, cutting toward goal, forgot the puck. Schmidt thought he would be able to buy an intentional icing call and a penalty shot for his team, but didn't get the bounce.
Yeah, that puck just didn't have the gas on it to get all the way down.
Chance now for Fedorek to give Tidal Wave the lead. Oh, what a play in front to Adam Mahler. 4-3 Tidal Wave midway through the second. Here's Mooney firing upstairs. That might have caught a piece of Fedorov's glove.
Yeah, and we were just talking about it. They waited, they stayed patient, they got their chances, and they're capitalizing on it. Now they have the 1-goal lead, so time to see
Mooney out in front for Pendo. Pendo trying to locate that puck. Pendo for Cooley. Back to Mooney. Mooney toward goal. That save is made. Near side, Cooley. Logan Cooley. 23-24 All-NHL Rookie Team honoree. In the corner for Raising Canes, up to Caden Pendo in a 1-goal game. Possible upset in the making here in the consolation contest. Canes making a line change. And that top unit comes off. Garagach with it for Tidal Wave. He gives some ground. Now he's looking for support. Conway playing the puck to Pendo. Laviolette up to center for Raising Canes. Laviolette from the slot area just missing. Shooting it just wide on the follow-up. That didn't miss by a lot.
Yeah, similar chance to how Murovich scored earlier today. Those lively boards here that they have at Ice Castle. The puck comes off them hard.
Elstra, poke check by Boyson. Under 2.5 to go in regulation. Boyson building speed. Boyson on his backhand shooting wide. Boyson unable to get around Fedorek. Lone man back is Andrew Schmidt. 2-on-1 for Tidal Wave. Fedorek and Love. Fedorek shooting off McLaughlin. And Fedorek somehow gets the rebound to Paul Moss. Moss making his move. Moss toward the goal. He's stopped by McLaughlin's glove. Final 2 minutes of play. Schmidt leads it for Cooley. Cooley back to Boyson just in the nick of time. Boyson shooting off the glove hand. Cooley back over the attacking line. Cooley toward the cage. Shoots and score. No, he doesn't score. That stayed out. Somehow Fedorov kept that out. Maybe with the aid of the post behind him, I'm not sure, but Fedorov got enough to keep it a 1-goal game.
I thought for sure that one when I was getting ready to go down and mark it.
And Fedorov stops Boyson on the follow-up. And Canes looks a little tired toward the end of the second period here.
you got to wonder if the Canes gets this puck back here, if Kyle's going to go to the bench to give them the extra attacker.
Love goes down. And we get a whistle behind the play, or do we? Oh, Mooney thought he heard one, sort of put up his arms.
I thought I heard one too, but the referee on the one end was preoccupied with the goalie.
Under a minute to go. Here is LJ Mooney. Oh, what a play there, and somehow it stays out.
Love
An
again.
insane save by Fedorek after an insane play by Mooney.
Love again with another goal line stop.
Mooney with it again this time. And Garagach gets a piece of that attempt.
Kyle to the bench.
Canes putting all their eggs in one basket. Cooley trying to force it in, and he can't. Fedorek has it covered with half a minute left.
With how Federer's playing, I just give him the puck, let him go shoot it.
Another goaltender getting ready to steal a game here as DeAlstra hits the empty cage. The Wallace, Ontario native got the scoring started in this one for Tidal Wave, and he might just have punctuated an upset victory. Garagach is going to take a shot at the empty net, but he'll miss. It won't matter because time's going to run out on Raising Canes. So Tidal Wave Sports does do the job. They buckle down defensively. They get a great goaltending effort from Ryder Fedorek, the newcomer, and they upend Team Raising Canes Chicken Fingers by a 5-3 score in this consolation game. The Week 4 final, Team Gordo's Tacos and Tequila, Team Saloon of Mount Lebanon coming up after the break. Aaron Norkovicus with Matt Popchuk. It's Ice Castle Elite League 3-versus-3 hockey on 10-Band TV.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. Fiber New specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Gonna get up, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Cross ice, and it comes back to Lucas Blows. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship show, the Penguins Cup Playoff show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jack.
Back here at the Ice Castle in Castle Shannon with Aaron Norkovicus. Matt Popchuk here for the call of the Week 4 final of the Ice Castle 3-versus-3 Elite League 2025 edition on 10-Band TV. We had a rematch of the consolation game, so logically we have a rematch of the championship game. In week 3, it was Saloons over Gordos, 6-4. What will week 4 bring? We're about to find out. Gordo's moving right to left. Will Tomko with it, near side, guarded by Johnny McDonald. Tomko, most recently in the uniform of the USHL Sioux City Musketeers, playing this puck in the high slot area for Xander Kakali. Kakali, watched by Alex Limoges. Long cycle here for Gordos. Oh, what a shot by Tomko, but he can't put it where it matters.
Yeah, great save there. Great opportunity for Tomko, and he got that off fast.
Tomko with it again for Gordos. They possessed the puck for 45 whole seconds now in the attacking zone, basically. Humphreys shooting on goal, and that save is made by week 3 player of the week, Chase Hale.
Hale, again, just like he was in the first game, just in last week, just so strong, and then doesn't give up many opportunities or rebounds, and it's a big reason why the Saloons have had the success they've had so far.
24 saves against Gordos in last week's championship round. Kanyan waiting, watching, shooting and scoring. Evan Kanyan, the future RIT Tiger, makes it 1-0 Gordos.
Yeah, he shut down that 5-hole in the earlier attempt, but not on that one. Kanyan just slid it in there way too fast.
Every Gordos player with at least 1 goal in their earlier win tonight over Team Raising Canes. Kanyan now with a pair on the night as Hale makes that save from an angle. 6 in the tournament for Kanyan as Colby Saganuk plays it over the attacking line, accompanied by Nick Cyprian. Saganuk threw a screen. The screen wouldn't break. Nick Akali plays it back to the Saloon blue line. Malbouf up to Cyprian. Kakali for Rorik. Rorik, quick one-touch play there to Tomko. Tomko couldn't fake out the second man back, and the second man back this time was Saloon captain Liam Walsh. Alex Gritz from an angle, dispossessed by Xander Kakali. Lead pass again to Tomko. Tomko and Team Gordos leading by a goal. Tomko firing wide. Rorik on the rebound. 1 against 2. And Malbouf wins that little battle. Gritz through center. Trailed by Walsh. Gritz trying to find some room there to work with beyond Xander Kakali, but Kakali stood right with him. Tomko for Humphreys. Humphreys unable to hit the one-timer. Humphreys in control for Gordos now. Makes his move. Humphreys from an angle. Bouncing puck off the body of Hale and right to Liam Walsh. 3 minutes into the first period. Walsh on the off wing. Off the stick of the defenseman Kakali. And Xander Kakali, who played professionally in England for Coventry Blaze as that team's alternate captain this past season, plays it for Tomko. Tomko turned it over to Limoges. Limoges, a former Nittany Lion. Will Tomko, a future Penn State skater, committing to that program a couple seasons ago. Limoges' backhander stopped by Mason Murovich.
You're seeing the defensive side so far early from both of these teams. None of them want to give up any chances.
Murovich quickly becoming the Iron Man of the Elite 3-versus-3 League, the only goalie to play in every minute of every game thus far for his club.
I mean, when you're playing as well as he is, I mean, I don't blame them for going back to him every single time.
Murovich, a goaltending and development coach at Ice Castle Hockey with his brother, operations manager and event coordinator Tyler Murovich. Speak of the devil might come calling. Here's Kanyan trying to feed Murovich. Murovich to the goal. Oh, what a save there by Hale.
What a save. Full extension. Got his left pad out there just in time to shut down Murovich.
Team Saloon going for back-to-back championships here in week 4. Gordos going for 2 out of the last 3. Kanyan with his team up by a goal. For Murovich. Conyon with it again. He's got the only goal thus far in this championship round. Saloon forces the turnover to Grits. Grits cross ice for Pelosic. And the hat-trick hero is stopped by Murovich. Pelosic's OT winner deciding game 2 between Saloon and Team Tidal Wave. Murovich outletting for Rorik. Rorik with speed. Oh, good stick there by Pelosic.
Yeah, good reach there by Pelosic to get it around the body but not interfere with him with that stick at all.
Cyprian peeling back, accompanied by Walsh and Malbouf. Malbouf from the right point to Walsh. Walsh trying to hit Malbouf, but the pass was broken up, and here comes Christian Humphreys. Humphreys to the goal. Save made by Hale.
And Hale, he just looks so calm back there, kind of like Kyle did last year and in the last few weeks. He doesn't bite first. He always lets the shooter make the first move, and when you're that patient as a goalie, it usually leads to success.
Malbouf, who a moment ago forced a loud save from Hale, watches Saganuk play this puck along the half wall. Rorik losing his stick in the process. Good determination by Saganuk to find Malbouf. Malbouf met by Humphreys in the corner. Back up to Colby Saganuk. Saganuk playing college hockey in Canada, the Chicago native. Former Penn's Elite player. And a good steal there by Malbouf, but couldn't hang on to the puck. Rorik able to get it back to center, and a slick play there in the neutral zone by Saganuk to Liam Walsh. Walsh from an angle. Murovich the save with 1:15 left in the first. And Team Saloon getting the taste of their own medicine. Gordo's ahead in a low-scoring game here as we round out week 4. Tomko with speed. He fires wide. Limoges hits the brakes. Fires on Mason Murovich, and Murovich has that one.
Good job there by Murovich to stay square to Limoges, especially with Grits coming down that other side. He could have easily cheated that, but he didn't.
Conyon cross ice. Oh, what a shot there by Nick Kakali. You can't stop Nick Kakali. You can only hope to contain him, evidently. His second in as many games, and the stay-at-home defenseman, not necessarily known for his scoring prowess, has a couple of big goals tonight for Gordo's.
Yeah, and he might not have all the goals on the boards, but he definitely does contribute offensively. Great playmaker, and he's also great defensively for Team Gordo's.
Tied up McDonald right in front as McDonald was looking for Saloon's first goal. 15 seconds to go in the period. Grits, left side. Oh, easy tap in there for McDonald. Gorgeous tic-tac-toe passing, Nork.
Yeah, that's a great look there by Grits. I mean, most players just shoot that, but when McDonald just able to kind of sneak in back door.
Conyon. Tomko! Elevation.
That's such a hard shot there on your off. So you're on your right side there, and he's a right shot. The offhand one-timer, it's definitely not easy. You got to get real low with that bottom hand.
3-1 is your score now, is what I was about to say, as we have your first period buzzer. And we have this break back for the rest of this championship contest on 10-Band TV after this.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Live coverage of the Ice Castle Hockey Elite 3 vs. 3 League on 10 Band TV is brought to you by the Saloon of Mount Lebanon. Since 1976, the Saloon has been the place to be any day of the week, serving one of the best varieties of beverages, burgers, and bar foods the South Hills has to offer. From pizzas to Pittsburgh salads, the Saloon of Mount Lebanon truly has a little bit of everything. Most importantly, it has a great atmosphere and customer service with a personal touch. Open at 622 Washington Road, weekdays 3 to 12:30, Fridays and Saturdays 3 to 2:30, with happy hour 4 to 6 weekdays. Order online at saloonofmtlebanon.com and follow them at Lebo Saloon. A penalty shot forthcoming. Aaron Norkovicus in the first half minute of second period play. Matt Popchuk back with you for the conclusion of week 4 here on 10 Band TV. Tyler Murovich unable to beat Chase Hale.
Great save there by Hale. Murovich was looking back like he was going to pass it and kind of did a no-look move there.
Hale 4 of 5 on penalty shots last week. Had some help from his chasers on one of those shots, but lights out nevertheless, as Murovich was in scramble mode trying to make that stop, and it looked like Limoges just missed the net. Gordo's scrambling to complete their line change as Gritz comes back in haste. He's dispossessed by Tomko. Tomko with speed over the attacking line. For Humphreys. Humphreys to Tomko. Can't deflect it in. Everything there but the execution. And it remains a 2-goal game. Walsh cross ice. Oh, what a save there by Mason Murovich to deny Alex Gritz. Humphreys and Tomko. Tomko playing pitch and catch with Humphreys. Oh, maybe those two getting a little too cute. Now Humphreys tries to Michigan, but can't keep that puck settled on his raised stick.
Yeah, both teams right now just exchanging chances back and forth.
Pond hockey. Making you feel like a kid again, I imagine. Humphreys. Xander Kirkcalli with it now for Gordo's. Gordo's trying to settle the pace down a bit here, leading by a pair. Kirkcalli trying to go out in front and pinballs it in! Xander pulls a Mario. If I didn't know better, I'd say that was Eddie Belfour out there, but it's not. It's Chase Hale, and it's 4-1 Gordo's.
Yeah, unfortunate break there for Hale. I don't know if that either hit him or a defenseman in front, but either way, it's just unfortunate bounce. It's supposed to be a pass to the point that ends up in the back of your net.
So both Kirkcallis once again have scored in this game for Gordo's. Couldn't help but notice their mother during the break. She usually wears as Malbouf scores his first goal of the summer to make it a 4-2 game. Couldn't help but notice that she usually wears Nick's Hungarian Pro jersey from when he won a championship in that league before he retired. Tonight, she's wearing an RIT jersey in the Kirkcalli brothers' favor.
She has some of the best jersey game I've seen.
A little superstitious, trying to switch it up, I think, a little bit. Give Gordo's some better fortune in this week's final. They lead 4-2 here with 3 minutes gone by, and there's a snipe by Tyler Murovich, finally finding an answer for goaltender Hale.
I'll tell you what, if I'm her, I'm wearing this jersey again next week.
Goal number 15 on the summer for Tyler Murovich, and he is your league leader in that department.
Lemo just wanted the icing call there, didn't get it.
And here comes Alex Limoges over the attacking line, trying to set up Pelosic at the far post. McDonald with it instead. Oh, what a shot there by Limoges to make it a 2-goal game again.
Great shot and a great look by McDonald, too, in the slot and little backhand. Just tap hard enough to get through, but soft enough where Limoges can do a little offhand one-timer like we saw Tomko.
His 6th of the summer. Team Saloon midway through the second period, hanging around still. Just a 2-goal deficit with a lot of time left. McDonald almost making it a 1-goal deficit, but couldn't finish the play. Poke check there, right on the doorstep by Xander Kirkcalli. And it was Xander who played at RIT once upon a time, in case you're wondering where that Tigers uni came from. Humphreys with it again, flips it out in front. Tomko played that puck out of midair, courtesy of Humphreys, but couldn't score.
What a play by Humphreys. Not only be able to get that over the net, but to get it over the net and have it land perfectly for Tomko right in front. But what a great save.
Those two are playing Globetrotter hockey right now. You just feel like at some point before this game is over, they're going to do something special.
Oh, yeah.
Whether or not it impacts the game is another story, but you just get the feeling.
Even though Humphreys didn't play for Peters, they still have that Peters Township connection there.
Rorik finally able to tap it in and give Tomko a much-deserved assist on that one to make it 7-3 Gordos with 3 minutes remaining. Lead pass to Konyan. Konyan looking for an exclamation point of his own, and he'll get one. Konyan continues his fine play in week 4, and Gordos once again is pouring it on late.
Seems like everything Gordos touches this week turns to gold. 18 goals so far, and we still have 3 minutes left in this one.
Very similar to the first game they played against Canes. You know, they battled in that first period. Then, as you got deeper in the second period, they just kept chopping wood and the tree fell down. And there's another break out the chapeaus for Evan Konyan, baby.
And they play very passive in the first, and then in the second half they kind of just turn on the aggression there. And
if you're a fan of RIT, it's your night. Konyan putting on a show for Team Gordos Tacos and Tequila. Grits with the steal, side of the net. Oh, Walsh unable to hit from the bad angle. So Gordos is going to be your Week 4 champion, and they'll have won 2 of the last 3 weekly titles as Konyan just misses a 4th.
And it's gone. Puck is stuck in the ceiling.
That's something you haven't seen at all to this point in the summer. I've seen those rafters hit many times. I don't see too many pucks stay up there.
Great save, though, there by Mason Murovich.
So when the smoke settles, both these teams will have 6 points. But again, Gordos will be your Week 4 champion, and they will have won 2 weekly championships to Saloon's 1 to this point. Out in front it comes to Saganuk. Saganuk trying to make this final score a little bit more respectable, at least for Saloon. Feeding Cyprian. Cyprian unable to connect with McDonald. Humphreys counterattacking for Gordos. Xander Kakali flagging it down. Up to Tyler Murovich. Humphreys all alone but couldn't take the pass. Bouncing puck in on Mason Murovich. He settles that down. Devin Rorik all by his lonesome. Rorik with a nice little fake there, but good read by Hale. Hale coming back to earth a bit perhaps after his mind-boggling performance last week. Gordos with a couple of very impressive performances here in Week 4. Rorik. Now that play broken up by Limoges. Limoges starts across the attacking line for Saloon, hits the brakes, tries to hit Pelosic. Pelosic recovers. Cross ice for Alex Limoges. Pelosic with an easy goal there with 5 seconds remaining. But Team Gordos Tacos and Tequila is your Week 4 champion, defeating Team Saloon of Mount Lebanon by a final score of 9-4. The Mount Washington Shop and Save is a proud sponsor of our Ice Castle 3 vs 3 Elite League coverage on 10-Band TV. Check out the ad on your screen during any of our broadcasts for the latest, greatest deals on everything the Mount Washington Shop and Save has to offer. Whatever you need, store managers Jim and Michelle Kazarowski will make sure you find it at the Mount Washington Shop and Save. And special thanks to Jim and Michelle for their continued support of all our hockey coverage here on 10 Band TV. Tomorrow we will be back as we begin our special bonus coverage of the 2025 Ice Castle Prospects League here in Castle Shannon. The high school, college, and junior AAA players get their turn to shine for the 10 Band TV cameras. And Aaron Norkovicus, and the immortal words of Leslie Nielsen, I just want to say good luck. We're all counting on you.
Thank you. We're hoping to go back-to-back. We won last week, so let's hope for back-to-back here.
We'll see if Team Anthos Bakery can pull it off tomorrow night. 6 p.m. tomorrow night, first puck drop on 10 Band TV. Thank you, Aaron Norkovicus. Thank you, Michael Lyman and the Four Seasons. Thank you, Kennedy Kazarowski. Thank you, Todd Kazarowski, back at World Headquarters. Thank you, Tyler Murovich. Thank you, Jared Todd Hunter. Follow him on social media at Todd Hunter Prods, Todd Hunter Productions. And thank you for watching and listening. There's your Week 4 champs, Gordo's Tacos and Tequila. They win 9-4. I'm Matt Popchuk, and that's all she wrote for now from Castle Shannon. We'll see you back tomorrow night. Of goaltender Fedorek, but he has it again for Raising Canes. Mooney waiting, watching, shooting and scoring. Another day at the mill. Lead pass to Mahler. Laviolette's got to hustle back. Mahler to the goal, makes his move, and it's
scored.
In.
Yep.
That snuck in behind Kyle McLaughlin. I was all ready to say he's stopped by McLaughlin. Moment. Pendo leaving it for Cooley. Cooley for Pendo. Burial! That was textbook crisscross applesauce from Logan Cooley to Caden Pendo. For a second, he might be down and out, but Fedorek stayed strong and moved well positionally as Most gets off the schneid at the other end. Paul Moss nuzzles that nylon to make it 3-3 off the glove hand. Cooley back over the attacking line. Cooley toward the cage. Shoots and scores. No, he doesn't score. That stayed out. Somehow Fedorek kept that out.
Free on the one end was preoccupied with the goalie.
Under a minute to go. Here is LJ Mooney. Oh, what a play there, and somehow it stays out.
Love
an
again.
Insane save by Fedorek after an insane play by Mooney. Covered with half a minute left.
With how Federer's playing, I just give him the puck, let him go shoot it.
Another goaltender getting ready to steal a game here as DeElstra hits the empty cage.
And it's a big reason why the Saloons have had the success they've had so far.
24 saves against Gordo's in last week's championship round. Konyan waiting, watching, shooting and scoring. Coordinator Tyler Murovich. Speak of the devil might come calling. Here's Konyan trying to feed Murovich. Murovich to the goal. Oh, what a save there by Hale. Accompanied by Walsh and Malbouf. Malbouf from the right point to Walsh. Walsh trying to hit Malbouf, but the pass was broken up, and here comes Christian Humphreys. Humphreys to the goal. Save made by Hale.
Stay square to Limoges, especially with Grits coming down that other side. He could have easily cheated that, but he didn't.
Konyan cross ice. Oh, what a shot there by Nick Kakali. You can't stop Nick Kakali. You can only hope to contain him, evidently.
Yeah, that's a great look there by Grits. I mean, most players just shoot that, but when McDonald just able to kind of sneak in back door.
Konyan. Tomko. Elevation. Humphreys to Tomko. Can't deflect it in. Everything there but the execution. And it remains a 2-goal game. Walsh cross ice. Oh, what a save there by Mason Murovich to deny Alex Grits. With it now for Gordo's. Gordo's trying to settle the pace down a bit here. Leading by a pair. Kakali trying to go out in front and pinballs it in! Xander Polzamario once again have scored in this game for Gordo's. Couldn't help but notice their mother during the break. She usually wears as Malbouf scores his first goal of the summer to make it a 4-2 game. Couldn't help switch it up, I think, a little bit. Give Gordo's some better fortune in this week's final. They lead 4-2 here with 3 minutes gone by, and there's a snipe by Tyler Murovich, finally finding an answer for goaltender Hale.
Didn't get it.
And here comes Alex Limoges over the attacking line, trying to set up Pelosic at the far post. McDonald with it instead. Oh, what a shot there by Limoges to make it a 2-goal game again. Played at RIT once upon a time, in case you're wondering where that Tigers uni came from. Humphreys with it again, flips it out in front. Tomko played that puck out of midair, courtesy of Humphreys, but couldn't score.
Even though Humphreys didn't play for Peters, they still have that Peters Township connection there.
Rorik finally able to tap it in and give Tomko a much-deserved assist on that one to make it 7-3 Gordos. 2 minutes remaining. Lead pass to Konyan. Konyan looking for an exclamation point of his own, and he'll get one. Very similar to the first game they played against Canes. You know, they battled in that first period then. As you got deeper in the second period, they just kept chopping wood and the tree fell down. And there's another break out the chapeaus for Evan Konyan, baby. Limoges starts across the attacking line for Saloon, hits the brakes, tries to hit Pelosic. Pelosic recovers. Cross ice for Alex Limoges. Pelosic with an easy goal there with 5 seconds remaining. But Team Gordo's Tacos and Tequila is your Week 4 champion, defeating Team Saloon of Mount Lebanon by a final score of 9-4. The Mount Washington.